This is what women find most physically attractive on a man. Short answer, it's your shoulder to waist ratio. You don't have to be a massive bodybuilder with 250 plus pounds of muscle mass, but also you don't want to be skinny and weak. You just have to focus on the V-taper physique and build up your shoulders, your lats and upper chest, which gives you that V-taper in your physique and which can easily be built in a period of 6 months to 1 year. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. So before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit about myself. A few years ago, I was also a skinny fat guy with zero muscle mass and I was very ugly and unattractive. But now I have built an attractive looking aesthetic physique which got me the respect from my family and my friends and also got me attention and attraction from the girls. So how can you start building an attractive physique? The most effective way is to do resistance training, and we can also call it weightlifting. Weightlifting is the most effective way to put on more muscle mass and build an attractive physique faster. So if you're a skinny fat right now, or if you are a weak skinny guy, you might be doing some push-ups here and there like 100-200 push-ups, but that will not actually build you an attractive physique. The people who do like maybe 500 thousands of push-ups in a day don't end up looking attractive. Their physique is not actually looking aesthetic at all. They might gain some strength from the push-ups and they might build some mental habits and mindset and everything. But in terms of attractive physique, they're not looking good at all. So you don't have to only rely on some push-ups and pull-ups and everything. You also have to do some resistance training, which is weightlifting. And the best way to do is just go to the gym. Just get a gym membership. It is very cheap nowadays. Just get a gym membership for 10 bucks, 20 bucks, and you will start getting faster results than only rely on some push-ups and squats and like body weight training and stuff. So what type of workout you should do to build an attractive looking aesthetic physique? And it's very simple. You just have to train some few muscle groups to look attractive and muscular. And we don't want to train like general gym bros, like who are going to the gym and training chest on the bench press and they are doing back and they are deadlifting and they are squatting and everything. We don't want to train like them. We want to train differently because we are focusing on the attractiveness and aesthetics. So that's why we want to focus on some few muscle groups, and I'm going to give you 6 muscle groups which you have to focus on. So listen carefully and you can also take a screenshot of it. So you have to focus on your neck, your upper chest, your upper traps, lateral delts, lats and your abs. And this will help you to build an attractive looking V-taper physique which women find most attractive in a man. And you don't want to be a massive bodybuilder who's like posing in underwear or something and like showing off his muscles and everything. We don't want to look like them. We just want to gain some amount of muscle mass and we want to be lean and aesthetic by decreasing our body fat percentage. And we also want to train our legs and especially our quads to not only have a V-taper but also have an X shape in our body. Like aesthetic doesn't mean that you don't want to focus on your legs and have skinny legs and like chicken legs and everything. We also want to have like X shape in our body, like the V shape in upper body and then A shape in our lower body, like quads like going outside and everything. And there are also some other benefits of training our legs. It also helps us increase the testosterone levels in our body. And by training these 6-7 muscle groups, you will look more dominant and attractive to our girls. And if you want to know about the exercise that you have to do to build such type of aesthetic physique, I've already made a video about that. You can go right here and check out that after watching this video. And if you're interested in advanced aesthetic bodybuilding and becoming more attractive, I have made my own aesthetic body course where I break down all the autistic steps about the diet and about the training and how to become more attractive. You can go right now and check out the top link in the description. So now let's talk about the common training mistakes that most people do when they're training for aesthetics. So first of all, you have to understand that we don't want to train like a powerlifter. Our goal is to not look too much bigger and like a strong man. Our goal is to not look like dad bods or something. Our goal is to look lean and shredder. So that's why we don't want to train and lift like a powerlifter. And if you are training like a powerlifter, it will ruin your aesthetics. Your waistline will get bigger and you will have a weird rectangular shape in your upper body and you will not look attractive at all. Our goal is to increase the shoulder to waist ratio of our upper body, and we are going to increase that by training more of our shoulders and also our lats so that we'll get more muscular and wider shoulders. and we only want to focus on hypertrophy training, which means we have to only do certain rep range in our sets, in our exercise, and which is 8 to 12 rep range. We don't want to lift only for 1 rep max or 3 reps or 5 reps. We want to increase the rep range up to 8 to 12 rep range. And most of the exercise that you do, you have to be in a certain rep range, which is 8 to 12 rep range. And there are also some short muscle groups like your lateral delt and like your forearm and like your biceps and your calves. And for these types of muscle, which is your shorter muscle, you have to increase the rep range up to 15 to 20, because these are the type 2 muscles which needs more volume and more rep range. And the next mistake that I've seen so many people do in the gym, they're going to the gym for months and months consistently and they're still looking the same, and they're complaining what they are not getting the results and everything, they're not looking attractive and they're not even losing the fat, they're not actually gaining the muscle at all. So for them, I just ask them a question, simple question, that like, what would you tell a skinny guy who's going to the gym every single day and who's lifting empty bar every single day for 10 reps or maybe 15 reps, and who's not even adding more weights and who's not even increasing the rep range? Like, you would tell him that, little guy, you have to add more weights, you have to at least add like 2.5 kilograms of plate both sides on the bench press, and then you have to lift that for more repetition, like 10 to 12 repetition, and you have to increase the weights gradually, like weekly, and that will actually give your body a reason to grow. So you have to do the same. You have to actually progressive overload in every exercise to actually give your body a reason to grow. And that's the most important number one thing to add in your workouts. Just add progressive overload and train till failure to actually give your body a reason to grow more muscle mass. And the last mistake that I've seen so many beginners going to the gym do, that they're lifting heavy weights and they're not actually focusing on the technique. Like, I've seen some skinny guys in the gym, they are lifting full stack and everything, they are with improper form, injuring themselves and everything, but they're not actually giving their body a reason to grow. They're actually just moving the weights up and down. They'll not actually grow their muscles at all, and they're focusing on just powerlifting, which aligns with the previous mistakes that I've told you, that you don't have to train like a powerlifter. You have to be in a hypertrophy rep range and also focus on the technique. Like, if you're a beginner right now and if you're only been to the gym only for 1 day, 2 day, weeks or 2 weeks or something, just focus on only the technique. Technique over everything else. You have to learn how to use the weights to mechanically stress your muscles and give your body a reason to grow muscle mass. Like, whatever exercise you're doing, you have to focus on the eccentric part and focus on the stretch part while using those weights. So this is all in this video. I hope you liked it. Check out my aesthetic body program, which is the first link in the description, and subscribe to this channel. Goodbye.
Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2 2 3 3, I'm on 10 again.